Hello, 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 beautiful people. Hello, world. This brother Ron Dean, the proud owner of Dean Staffing and Recruiting Agency, along with my beautiful wife. I wanted to come on and talk about a few things that I'm seeing that is going on. Um, Once upon a time, I think that America used to produce some of the best workers. I said used to produce some of the best workers. There were times where jobs were so hard to come by. We in a time right now where everything is just watered down. It have gotten so bad where, in jobs, you had to get a drug test, you had to get a background check, and these things was very important. They still are important. But because now employers having a hard time finding employees, team members, they starting to settle. And sometimes it doesn't even matter about the brand. Sometimes you go to these establishments, it doesn't matter the price you paying for the product. You ain't getting the value that you paying for the product because the workers that people are not hiring is not fit for those positions. So you got people who can't even pass a drug test. You got people who can't even pass a background check. And so now companies have turned a blind eye. And those things that once was important ain't as important as it should be. We at Dean Staffing and Recruiting Agency, we will not water down. We will not compromise our standards. We will not go with the flow or the majority. We're going to go what is right. At Dean Staffing and Recruiting Agency, we do the background check and the drug test. You must pass those. If you can't pass those tests, well, we can't employ you. Not knocking nobody. We're not going to reward bad behavior. And what I'm saying, whoever have made mistakes in the past in their lives and they have turned the corner, that's another story. But when you find people in doing what is right to put themselves in a better position, a right position, where we have now compromised the value, we have devalued the product. I mean, service ain't what it used to be. I refuse to allow that to be a part of our agency and what we got going on, because what we will be known for is great quality service, great team members, great workers, and the companies that we do business with has a great reputation. Because it ain't all money. Depends on where the money coming from. It ain't all good money. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with the money, but depends on who delegating or handing out the money. So right now, I mean, we in some serious times. I saw we had the parade a couple of days ago, and some of the kids, man, I don't no home training, very disrespectful, and we're not dealing with truth no more. Everybody is locked in a corner, based on, man, right got to be right and wrong got to be wrong. And the lack of work ethic, the lack of drive, the lack of pride in your job and what you used to do. If you hate your job so much, or if you don't like a job so much, instead of always complaining, why don't you just quit? Just quit. And, you know, and as employers, you know, you get what you pay for, man. You trying to pay adults, which some kids can't even live off, and you trying to pay that for adults. So no wonder why you getting some of the members that you getting. And some people, regardless of what you paying them, if they don't have a great work ethic, it doesn't matter what you paying them. If they're not disciplined, it doesn't matter what you pay them. Because until they kick them habits, they're going to be doing the same old thing. Right now, whether in hospitality, when it comes to servants, serving someone, man, service is terrible. Folks don't take pride in their appearances. Folks don't take pride in their hygiene. Folks don't take pride in whatever they do. Folks don't take pride in their, and man, you know, once upon a time, man, you will always put your best foot forward. And even some of these companies, the product, the folks that they putting out there, man, when you represent, especially a premium brand, you got to do better. Everybody must do better. When folks paying their money, man, they expect quality service. And when you have people around other people, they want to know that the people that you are hiring, that they have had their background check and that they can pass a drug test. So if you got to the point where you're so desperate, companies have gotten to the point where they're so desperate, they don't even do background checks. Some companies ain't doing background check no more, nor drug testing. That is a risk to the customer. It's not fair, nor is it right. You understand? You can't just put any and everybody amongst handling the customers or serving the customers. Because you got to make sure that the safety and the service that the customer is getting, that you, first of all, you need to know that, hey, you can't guarantee nothing in life, but if you have things in place, chances are less things would happen. You can't get to the point where you are so desperate or you don't want to pay people a proper wage. So now you got to turn to people who can't even pass a drug test or a background check. And this what you presented to people? People who don't care about their appearance. People have no type of work ethic. We got to stop watering down what we've been watering down. Some things is unacceptable, man. Average or terrible is now becoming the norm. Folks shouldn't have to settle for bad service. Folks shouldn't have to settle for people who have, their hygiene ain't right. Or, or they high, or they're intoxicated, or whatever on the job. or don't take their job serious. The workforce is in trouble, man. We gotta get back to standards where great service was not a choice. It was a must. Where you had to pass a drug test, where you had to pass a background check. I'm not saying people don't deserve a second chance, especially if they did their time and they have been rehabilitated. But if you're going to do that, you need to let the people that you, the people around, let them know, well, we hiring certain type of people. Is that okay? One thing which you're going to get with Dean Staff and a recruiting agency, man, you're going to get great value. You're going to get great service. You're going to get quality people. You're going to get people who can pass a background check and a drug testing. You're going to get people who reflect our values and what we about. So, I'm making this video, man, to bring some awareness. You know, they used to always talk about, you know, how the work ethic in America, how it was, how it was. You can't live in the past, man. You got to update that resume and recognize some of these workers, man. Shooks. Start putting mess in the front of people, man, and calling it apple pie when it's mess. Until folks say enough is enough and start to take a stand and say we're not going to settle for this mess. You understand? And bring great workers back. Bring great work ethic back. You know, let these companies do what is right and hire people who can pass a background check and a drug test. Now, if you make drugs legal, that's another story. You know what I'm saying? And even if you make it legal, you can't have people coming to work high or coming intoxicated. You're endangering the lives of the other members and the people that they supposed to be serving, or the job they supposed to be carrying out. It becomes hazardous because things are liable to happen. Let's get back to great work ethics, taking pride in our appearance, taking pride in our work. And when you go on a job, give a man an honest day's work for honest day's pay. And owners of corporations and companies and whatever, paying folks a livable wage where they can take care of their family. You can't expect adults who got children, who got a life, to just spend all their time on your job, and you don't want to pay them a livable wage. That's ridiculous, man. You understand? Trying to save a buck actually costing you more than you're saving, and it's not worth it. Do what is right. I love you guys. Stay blessed, Ron.